Yo, what's up mga tropa pips? Nako, ayan may mga naghihintay na pala kanina pa. Hindi tayo nakapag-live kanina kasi hinapon ako ng gising at ayun, natutok na ako sa laban ni Kyle. Galing na ano ko talagang ang lupit. Kita niyo naka pole 7 siya. Number 7 siya sa position kanina. Napakatindi ng laban kanina. Talagang kitang-kita ang puso sa paglaban ni Mckinley Kyle Pass. Ang lupit-lupit. Tingin ko lahat kayo nagulat dun kasi hindi natin inaasahan na siya ay makakarating sa pole 7 na yon dahil dun sa medyo kalagitnaan ng laban nagkaroon siya ng ng mistake, nagkamali siya ng sa pagbanking dun sa may hill, sa may paahon, yung sa may palusong, nagdire-diretso siya sa halip na dapat liliko siya ng pakaliwa. Ayun. Doon siya nagkamali. Buti na lang dun sa last 3 lap ng laban nakahabol siya at yun nakarating siya doon sa na yon, sa pole 7 na yon. Talagang kung yun lang makukuha na ng ng video, yung bakbakan talaga yun, lupit nun. Ngayon po ay nag-a-awarding na para po dito sa Moto 3 at pagkatapos po nito ay magsisimula na ang Moto 2. Sa totoo lang threat si Mckinley Kyle Pass sa mga nandyan sa kalaban niya sa Moto 2 kasi kitang-kita ang kanyang determinasyon na manalo. Shoutout ko muna yung mga kanina pa nandito, Ate Lenny Pedriña, Ate Ezram, Tracy James Reyes, Eva Nobio, Hero Valencia, Pinas TV, Hero Valencia ulit, Nanay Dal Chris, Ate Weng Leal, Grace Pablo, ay si Insan, ayan, Madam Hamamura, at Nanay Dorothy Lusong, Ate Weng Leal. Dito ka pala si Dal Chris, nanalo ka sana doon sa palaro ni Tol Top 1. Oh, okay po. Hindi nakita ni nanay. Phil-Am Nation, shout out. Show My Ride, yan, shout out. Shout out po. Zep Noken, kanina pa ako dito, idol. Grabe, di ko expect na P7. Shit, talagang lupit ng laban. Kaya hindi na ako nakapag-live sa sobrang tutok. Kanina sa laban, nagising ako 6:05. Tapos syempre pagising ko ng 6:05 ng hapon, ng gabi, tingin kagad ako sa cellphone. Anak ng teteng, Moto 2 na. Ayan. Adrian Cruz, shoutout. Lord Oliver Barro. Ayan. Nanay Christina Manahan. Kuya Dennis Avila, shoutout po. Ala na, hindi na ako nakakilos nung nakita ko yung laban na yun. Tapos dito sa Moto 2, ang lupit din ng laban. Dito sa Moto 3, ang lupit din ng laban dito. At ayun, nagkaroon pa nga ng aksidente. Merong rider na sinugod sa ospital dahil sa pagkakasemplang. Nako nakakatakot din yung mga ganyang aksidente. Buti na lang ang ating idol ay malayo sa mga ganyang pagkakataon. Kala ko kasi sumabog engine niya. Kasi nung nag-overlap siya, yung nagdire-diretso siya dun sa may pababa ng hill, nung dire-diretsong ganyan, naungusan siya nung dalawa niyang nasa unahan na siya naungusan siya nung dalawa. Nung naungusan siya, ayun na nga. Talagang nakaka-excite. Buti na lang talaga lupit ni Mckinley Kyle Pass. Kasi yung motor niya tingin ko talagang dumudulo Alam mo yung dumudulo? Yung talagang sabi ko pang dulo yung laban niya. Kasi yung rekta doon sa may long stretch na yon, nauunahan niya yung kalaban niya sa sa 7th place Kaya sabi ko, ang lupit nito. Rumerekta yung motor ni Mckinley Kyle Pass. Okay, tignan natin to. Yun dito sa Moto 3, ang winner dito, yung Australian na si Joel Kelso ng AGR team. Nag-iisa lang siya, wala siyang teammate. KTM yung dala niyang motor. Tapos si Sharifudin Asman ng Malaysia, yung nag-champion noong nakaraan. pang number 8. Nasaan dito yung ano? Indonesian. O wala pala dito yung Indonesian. Hindi pala kasali dito. Okay, tignan natin. Ang next na ano na diyan ay yung ano. Lalabas na diyan maya-maya pag nagsimula na. May link ka ba ng laro idol? Alam ko nandiyan yung ano eh. Nandiyan yung link sa baba. Okay, Dan Balmedina, shout out. Yan. Rumpa. Zepno Ken, Dan Balmedina, boss, shout out ulit. Nye Baragas, may link ka ba ng laro idol? Alam ko nandiyan yun sa baba eh. Paki-check nyo na nga alam po. Alam ko nandiyan yun eh. Check ko. Oh, andyan, tingin ko andyan yun. Paki-check nyo na lang po. Pang ilan si Kyle kuya? Pang 7 po. Dan Balmedina, ilan sahod ni Kyle boss? Ewan ko, hindi ko alam. Race 2 na ba ngayon boss Mac? Opo, Mark Bansag. What's up? Corner 15 ata yung loads yung mistake niya pero nabawi niya for 3 laps remaining kaya nag P7 manok natin. Tama. Yan. Sa may P7 sa may hill, doon sa may paahon na yon, yung pagbaba na ganun, ako. Medyo nag-overlap si Mckinley Calpas doon. Jigsaw Cup, nag-overshoot pa nga siya. Oo nga po. Tapos na ba race 2 ni Mckinley Calpas? Hindi pa po. Ngayon pa lang po ang ano, kanyang race 2.
Grabe siya, oh.
Race 1 P7. Okay. Okay. Ayan, ilagay ko na dyan sa link sa baba, sa description natin. Na-overshoot siya idol, sayang nga eh. Okay lang yun kasi nabawi niya yun. Nabawi niya yun pagdating ng P7. Ay, kaya siya nakaabot sa P7 kasi naungusan niya yung dalawang nag-overtake sa kanya. Jigsaw Cup, shout out. Yan. Zay Albior. Tapos na po ba race to? Hindi pa. Ngayon pa lang. Yan. Anong oras ng race, Boss Mac? Anytime soon. Yan. Soon ngayon. Yan. Malapit na. Malapit na. Lumingon sa likod si Kyle. Parang may naramdaman siya sa motor. Kaya nalagpasan siya ng dalawa. Pero humabol talaga, nakabawi. Good luck, Kyle. Oh, tama. Nakabawi si Idol ngayong race niya. Kasi nung unang race niya sa Spain, nagkaroon ng problem eh. Opo. Di ba? Na-crash pa siya doon. Nakabawi si Idol. Yan, malupit talaga. Si Idol Kyle Paslods. Tanong lang, bakit hindi kasama si Masato? Si Masato po ay hindi po kasi siya pambato natin sa ganitong race. Pambato po natin siya sa UB 150, Underbone 150. Doon po ngayon lalaban si Masato. Yan. Arthur De Los Santos, bakit po nagpalit siya ng helmet? Depende siguro kung saan siya komportable. Yung gamit niyang helmet na yun, 'di ba, yung Scorpion, alam ko gamit niya yung isa, yung may Philippine flag, yung ito yung Caberge, ay gamit niya yan sa ARRC. Parehas pasok top 10 Master Camp Team kaso sumemplang yung company Kyle sa downhill turn 15. Tama. Si Idol Mckinley kasi ang unang Filipino rider ng 600cc. Tama po. Hello po Nanay Benilda Galos Koike. Isa sa pinaka mahirap kasi ang Portimao circuit lalo na ang turn 15 at doon maraming naaaksidente. Yan, doon maraming naaaksidente. Yung kanina, yung sa Moto 3. Ay, naku, nakakatakot. So, eto na, oh. Moto 2 na to. Lumabas na ang mga team sa Moto 2.
The race just over 10 seconds down from the race win.
Now there is an element of straw clutching going on there.
Umiikot na sila. Ayun, si Mckinley Pass, number 32 kung makikita nyo po.
And the big one
Warm up yan, warm up.
At the end of race 1 earlier today is what Lucas Tulovic can do. Having got a great start earlier on, got himself up.
Warm up pa lang po yan, warm up.
At turn 13, he certainly appeared to have the pace to give Alonso Lopez a hurry up at the very least. Whether he can challenge.
Nakita ko dun sa comment section kasi nandito po ako sa Malaysia. Nag-aaway-away yung mga nandoon sa comment section, mga taga Malaysia at Indonesia, nag-aaway-away. Hello Vine Plarts, Ate Lords Grooms, Jigsaw Cup, may makari lang si Idol makatapos ng race, masaya na kami, wag lang siya semplang, ingat lagi. Tama Jigsaw Cup. Sana all wag mag-crash lalo na kay Kyle. Opo. Hello po Nanay Merani Kimura. Hindi po si Kyle Pass ang una, meron pa po nauna si Miko. Hindi nakalaro ng Moto 2 si Miko Buncio. Hindi po nakalaro ng Moto 2 si Miko Buncio. Kauna-unahan si Mckinley Kyle Pass. Yan. Oo nga, Kuya Makmak, nanalo ang taga-Indonesia. Kung kasi naiintindihan ko yung mga sinasabi nila dito. Yung mga nagko-comment dito na So yan, kung makikita nyo po, delay. Yan delay po yung live simulcast ng yung na yan. Pero dito kung makikita nyo po, ayan Ayan na po yung natin, yung kung makikita nyo yung game na yan, yan na po yun. Umiikot-ikot na sila.
My name is Lucas Tulovic. I'm 21 years old. I started riding motorcycles with 5 years of age, and now it's already my 16th year on motorcycle. From the small categories, I went pretty early to Spain.
Mark Bansag, let's pray for Mckinley. Yung pong si Amber Torres po yun. Kay Amber Torres po yun. Kirby Pascual, pang ilan si Kyle? Pang P7. Pang number 7 siya. 7th fastest.
I never felt so good in the team. It's professional and a good atmosphere at the same time. And also we have an amazing bike. So I feel really, really good in this new team.
Hello po, Nana Imelda Kamura. Hello po. Base TV. Hello po. Pinaasa Kulpal.
Lucas Tulovic, the German rider. He'll start from the middle of the second row in 5th place. Some of you may recognize him from the Moto E World Cup. Best of 4th place there last season at Jerez in 2020.
Okay, punta tayo dito.
As we mentioned, Lewis, he really needs to make amends for his turn 1 error. His race 1 error. Not turn 1 or lap 1, his race 1 error.
Ayan, si Fermin Aldeguer.
Some points back in the championship because especially Fermin Aldeguer and his teammate Alonso Lopez are starting to run away with it.
Yeah, errors have been few and far between for this young man. He continues to be undefeated in 2021. Now, winning streaks always end somewhere, as we saw last year with Yari Montoya, who looked as if he was on course for a perfect season.
Okay, patugtog muna tayo dito. Para iwas tayo sa Yan. Tapos dito tayo tutok. Okay, browser for interact.
While he's on top, bank all these points when he can. Lopez starting second with 6 second places to his name, which leads him 30 points in arrears. He knows time is running.
Oo, meron. Kuya Arthur De Los Santos. Meron po.
Time will be running out.
Meron pong puntos yun. Hello po, Ate Annalisa, Ate Predis Wisco, from Ates, Greece. Ayun, shoutout po. Ate Annalisa, kamusta po? Kamusta po?
When it's your teammate winning all the races ahead of you, it's got to hurt a little bit. Alonso Lopez, no disgrace whatsoever. He's had a fantastic year. Trying to make races.
Adam Norodin, yun yung pan-third. Sandali lang po.
And that's your first competitor. So yeah, Alonso Lopez, like you said, will be trying to make inroads into the championship lead that Algarve is slowly building up. It's 30 points. It could be more because he's won all the races. So for it to be only 30 points is credit to Alonso Lopez. But someone who will be having something to say about it will be Adam Norodin. He ran Alonso Lopez close in race 1 and just lost touch in the final handful of laps. But that's his third podium of the season, as you can see.
Yan yung third kanina. Si Adam Norodin, Asian po yan. Lupit niyan. Pang number 3. Pang number 3 siya.
His teammate as well, who will come on to in a short second. Lucas Tulovic will also have eyes on
Yan. Nanay Esper, hello po. Joseph Roy Ebina, Away Race 2. Opo. Tol Makmak, ano yan? Pare-parehas ang makina ng motor. Bali, nagkakatalo lang sa skills. Tama. Base TV. 600cc CBR CBR 600 RR. Yun lang ang engine na pwedeng gamitin. At ang chassis dapat prototype. Gulong dapat Dunlop. Dunlop kasi ang sponsor. Dunlop dapat. Tapos, basta yun, lahat yun. Walang ABS. JJ, mali. Honda lang ang engine nila dyan. Honda lang. Nag-iisa lang ang Honda na engine dyan. Hindi sila pwedeng gumamit ng ibang engine. Meron diyang Yamaha, kung makikita nyo. Eto, pakita ko Meron diyang mga makikita nyo nakalagay Yamaha. Pero ang makina nila ay Honda. Lods full screen. Hindi po pwede. Ano tayo? For commentary tayo. Mayayari tayo. Madadali tayo dyan. Denmark Cabides, Dukdukan. Shoutout po. Bakit to hindi Yamaha yung gamit niya? Kasi po dyan po sa Moto 2, yung sponsor ang masusunod. Sponsor po nila ay Honda. Honda engine. Yes. Pagalingan sila ng technique. Honda lang po ang pwede nilang gamitin dyan. Honda engine lang. Binlog ko na po yan. Paki-check nyo na lang po. Makikita nyo po dyan. Meron po akong vlog dyan kung bakit Honda ang gamit ni Mckinley Kalpas.
And an interesting race for him. He had a pretty intense battle for a long part of the race with Sam Wilford after he made a mistake earlier in the race. But yeah, confidence will be high for Reto, and he'll be looking to back that up with another top 6 finish this afternoon.
Shoutout sa 11 na nanonood doon sa Facebook ko, sa Facebook page ko po. Shoutout po.
So not sure if Sam Wilford made a mistake or Reto just had some superior
Shoutout sa
late race
11
pace.
na
But yeah, nevertheless, a very good ride
Ba't
from
ganun?
Reto to finish. P5 will be scanning to Kenneth Kubo on the front of the
Ayan, yan yung si Kenneth Kubo, kakampi ni Mckinley Kalpas, number 9. Nag-ano siya kanina, nag-crash siya kanina. Mga rules yan, sinusunod. Opo, saka sponsor po kasi nila Honda. Hindi ba pwede palitan nila ng speed? Hindi po. Pare-parehas po sila ng makina. Kaya yung pong nakalagay dyan, Kalex, Yamaha, meron pa, iba-iba kasi prototype ang kanilang chassis. Pero yung dapat na makina nila ay 600cc lamang. CBR 600cc. Yun lang po ang kanilang ano.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to finish first, you must finish is the old saying, and even if you don't finish first, second, third, fourth, fifth, top tens,
Ito, si
you've got to
Eki.
have points on the board if you're going to have any chance of trying to finish high up in the standings. So yeah, Kimichi really does need to finish race. Just looking at Dimas Eki Pratama, he also had a
Sana naman ipakita si Mckinley Kalpas.
I think it was at turn 15, so a fast crash for Dimas Eki. Thankfully, he's all okay though to race in race 2. Pertamina, Mandalika,
Mac, dahil sa vlog mo na motor race, parang nagkaka-interest na rin ako. Ay, naku, nakakatuwa po itong panoorin, lalo na meron tayong kababayan po dito, si Mckinley Kalpas.
So we wish Biersikowski all the best. He did say he'll be back in Aragon in 3 weeks time. So yeah, all the best to the Polish rider.
Opo, malakas yung mga naka-green eh. Yun yung champion eh. Si Aldeguer. Ayun, si Mckinley Kalpas. Oh. Nasa ano siya? 1, 2, 3. Third row. Ayun, dun sa likod doon, ito pinapakita na to, yung si Alex Esquig. Yun, dun sa likod, andun si Mckinley Kalpas. Naku, saan maabot bago magsimula, maipakita si Mckinley Kalpas. Oo, kaya niya talaga sumabay. Opo na ako, nanay, lalo na kasali ang Philippines. Opo. Base TV, napakabilis ng 600cc. Nakapag-drive ako dati yung ano ba tawag doon? X4 ba yun? Suzuki X4 yata yun. Ayoko na. Hindi na ako na ano. Ayoko na ulit. Nakapag-try ako mag-drive ng X4. Nakakatakot. Row 4 pala si Mckinley Kalpas. Kung hindi ako, kung ano pang row 4. Row 5. Balik ulit. Kasi, ayan no, number ano siya, 32. Yeah, row 5 si Mckinley Kalpas.
Kevin starts ahead of Leon with Rehacek and Moreno completing our 20 rider lineup.
Yeah, start na.
No Piotr Biersikowski due to his angina issues. He will be back in 3 weeks' time at Aragon, we hope. One race to go then this afternoon here at Portimão, and all eyes on Fim Cev.
Hello po ate Peanuts Wisco.
That is the question.
Naku, nasa live mo mapanood. Grabe, Mac. Very exciting yun. Opo. Kaya lang hindi ko po nalalakihan para ano. Ito pong live tracking na to. Yan po yung makikita natin. Kasi kung hindi po matutukan ng camera si Mckinley Kalpas, at least nakikita po natin dito. Ayan o, number 32. Nasa may gitna siya. Nauuna yung number 10. Ayan, nandyan po si Mckinley Kalpas sa may huling grupo. Arthur De Los Santos. Bingo ho ba yung number niya, boss? Ay, hindi ko po alam. Anong bingo?
It's not a lot, but 2-3 tenths over Alonso per lap adds up over race distance. So yeah, it is all about the start, isn't it?
Yeah, he had a phenomenal rhythm earlier on today, Fim Cev. He was able to lap consistently in the 145s. He even got as low as a 144.4.
Warm up pa lang yan, warm up.
Time that would have put him comfortably on pole position yesterday. So if he can get into
17 laps po ito.
He's got the pace to go away at the front once again. But Alonso Lopez and indeed the
Adrian Cruz, pa-shoutout kay Rise. Adrian Nyana. Shoutout po. Joseph Joy Ebina, pang ilan sa grid si boss? Pang 11 yata, nasa row 5 siya. 3, 6, 9, 12. Pang 11 yata siya, parang ganun. Dragon Boy Unleashed, shoutout. Shoutout sa Dragon Boy Unleashed.
Seriously impressive stuff. We can't speak highly enough of the 16-year-old this season. But the number 21 of Alonso Lopez will be trying his
warm up lap pa lang po yan.
Dethrone that man there, Algarve.
Yes, it's as I mentioned earlier on, these winning streaks are so difficult to put together. They look easy. They do look easy with Algarve winning races comfortably as he is, but
Ayan, si McKinley Pass.
such strong competition and so many different tracks, so many different conditions. It's so easy.
Kahit pa paano, natututukan na si McKinley Pass kasi medyo umaangat na yung kanyang ano eh. Yung kanyang number. Itong bibilis nito.
Yeah, 16 years old and you're not making any errors in your debut Moto2 European Championship season.
Ayun, kung makikita nyo nandun sa medyo malayo-layo na ano. Na gitna, natatabunan nitong number 54 si McKinley Pass.
Almost underway for our last race of the day here in Portimão. The lights will come on. And then they'll go out and it's Fermin Algarve who gets a great launch from pole position. Alonso Lopez took the position, gets a little bit of a wheelie on into the turn one. Is Alonso Lopez going to go for the whole shot? Yes, he is up the inside. Alonso
Lopez. Ito, nakikita ko si McKinley Pass. Ayan.
I think coming up the inside of Algarve too, but is Algarve going to back into turn three? Yes, he is. So that's crucial, Lewis. Alonso Lopez takes the lead of the race early doors.
Ayan, medyo nasa unahang pulutong McKinley Pass. Ayan, ayun ang kanyang kakampi, si Kenmin Kubo.
But it was very clear in the early stages of the race that Tula was able to match the pace that Lopez was setting. So he'll certainly be eyeing up the back of Algarve at the moment. This is his chance. There's not been many opportunities for the likes of Tulovich this season to...
Ate Oile, hello po, Ate Marilet. Top 5. Yan, shoutout.
So that's exactly the start that Alonso Lopez was needing then.
Wala pa po, umpisa pa lang po.
Dive at the inside of turn one, but he was brave on the brakes and made it stick, got the apex.
Ilan ba ang top speed 600cc na motor? Mamaya po, check po natin. Umpisa na po kasi nung laban eh. Pag chinek ko doon sa website nila, baka bumagal tayo. Maglalag ako eh.
On the grid, he looks like he's around about there for the time being. So lap one completed then. It's Alonso Lopez leading Fermin Algarve. Fermin Algarve right up in the slipstream of his teammate though. Are we going to see him move down into turn one or down the straight? Alonso Lopez pulls to the right hand side. He goes defensive early forwards. Who's going to lead into turn one? It's Alonso Lopez who leads onto lap two then from Fermin Algarve. And Lucas Tulovic is right there in P3.
Kubo was getting very aggressive on the opening lap.
Si Kubo nasa number 6 yung kakampi ni McKinley Pass. Nako, naghang. Okay, pang ilan si McKinley Pass? Nako, bumaba si McKinley Pass. Nasa mga 12. Hindi na pinakita. Number 16 si McKinley Pass, pang number 16. Pang number 16 po si McKinley Pass.
So the pace that he showed in the early stages, he's going to have a hard job to convert it into a result from there. But yeah, Kubo definitely getting aggressive in the early stages of the race. And Norodin's now starting to come under pressure as well. Rato, having seen off the change of Kubo, is now having a look at the back.
Okay, doon naman tayo pumunta sa standing dito. Browser 3.
Want to know how to get rid of your toe fungus for good? Then you must see this. Top medical doctor shows a 53-year-old woman who suffered from toenail fungus.
Dito tayo pumunta sa ano kasi hindi natin nakikita si Kyle Pass eh. Dito tayo pumunta. Ayan, tignan natin. Pang number 15 si McKinley Pass. So yun, humahabol siya, humahabol. Ayan, makita niyo po. Number 15 po si McKinley Pass. Naku, nag-semplang na naman si Kubo. Patay, mag-isa na lang si McKinley Pass. Ano ba yan?
He'll struggle to get around the outside of his teammate Alonso Lopez into turn 1 at Portimao. So a very deliberate strategy and a clever strategy from Lopez. If that's going to be
Same lang na naman yung kakampi niya.
Absolutely.
Ano
Very
ba
clever play
yan?
from Alonso Lopez.
Aramis Marquez, shoutout.
The
Opo,
drawing board after
nakikinita ko dito. Mataas ang magiging ano ni Mckinley pass dito.
Algarve from
Makakahabol yan.
two trying to stretch clear early doors and he's defensive down the front straight. It is the main overtaken.
Same lang na naman yung kanyang kakampi si Kubo. Ayan, no?
Happy on the gas as we see Kenneth Kubo coming into the pit box. Another retirement.
Ayun, no? Bumalik sa ano.
For the VR46
Patay. Walang kakampi si Mckinley Pass.
Kubo, but he'll be back in Aragon to try and make amends.
Kaumpisa pa lang.
Was the place where Kubo went down incidentally, but this is a fast lap that Alonso Lopez is putting here, fastest of anybody in the first two sectors. Algarve looking like he's coming back at him in this third sector of the lap, but Lopez is doing his best to try and stretch this leading group out. Algarve, you would think, would have the pace to respond if Lopez does up the pace, because they're lapping in the 146s at the moment, although I think Lopez is going to get well below that as they come across the line this time around. And Algarve, as earlier on, was able to lap not consistently but briefly in the 44s this morning in race 1. So Lopez trying his best to try and stretch the group out, but I think what he's going to end up with is a one-on-one battle with his team.
Laging nasa mataas na ano na standing yung kanyang kakampi, kaya lang nagsisemplang. Sayang. Kailangan pa naman dyan na meron kang kahit papano may ka-teamwork ka.
We didn't quite see it. We saw them going side by side into turn 1. Algarve was on the outside.
Okay, tignan natin dito. Si Mckinley Pass po, nasa number 13 na. Umaangat na, pakunti-kunti. Si Mckinley Pass, number 13 na. Ayan, number 13. Nasa pole 13 na si Mckinley Pass.
Yeah, absolutely. This is danger signs, and they're keeping with him at the moment. It looked like he was building out a little bit of a gap, but Lopez has closed it up again. But yeah, this is a crucial phase of the race now. Algarve has clear track in front of him. He's not got to
push lang yan si Mckinley Pass kahit mag-isa siya. Push lang yan, habol lang, habol.
Lopez, Tulovic and Norodin have struggled to match. And the fastest second sector of the race from Algarve. Here's what happened then into turn 1. Does he go all the way around the outside of his teammate? I think he does.
Yeah, we saw these pictures and then it panned back to the Carlos battle. Okay, the little switchback. So Alonso Lopez, he tried to let the brakes off a little bit to try and get the inside line. Algarve saw what was coming, hit the apex. And,
hello po, Nana. Aloha.
Great, clever move there from Algarve. Already stressing a little bit of a gap, Lewis. This is a little bit of an ominous sign now for Alonso Lopez and Lucas Tulovic behind. What can the slipstream do as they come over to clock with 13 laps?
Okay, balik tayo dito. Ipakita natin yung ano. Tracker. Ayun, si Kenmin Kubo tumakbo ulit. Na umahabol. Ayan, no? Pauli-hulihan siya. San si Mckinley Pass?
Both of them out within 4 laps. So a disastrous afternoon for them after a promising morning for Carl Paz. Here's what happened to him, and that's not a place you want to crash. Fortunately, he disappears off.
Naku, nag-crash si Mckinley Pass. Patay. Wala na. Nag-crash si Mckinley Pass. Ang ating pambato nag-crash. Naku. Wala na. Wala na tayong pambato. Ganyan talaga. Ganyan talaga ang ano, ganyan talaga. Replay natin yung crash niya. Dito lang yan, dito lang yan. Replay natin yung crash niya.
Again, Lopez very deliberately making sure his teammate can't get at the inside of him to turn 1. And as good
nag-crash ang ating idol. Dalawa sila ni Kubo. Naku, matagal pa yung next race. Uuwi pa sila ng Pilipinas bago mag-next race. Babakasyon muna.
To the drawing board after after race 1 sat down with his team.
Okay na sana eh. Maganda sana yung pinakita ni Mckinley Kyle Pass, ano, nung first race. Yung race 1. Kaya lang, ganun talaga. Meron talagang mga pangyayaring ganyan, hindi naasahan. Sabi nga nung isang na kausap ko na rider, sabi nung isang nakausap ko na rider, hindi ang isang paan nila ay nasa hukay na pag sila nakasakay sa kanilang motor. Okay, tignan natin saan ba yung na-aksidente si Kyle Pass.
Who leads the race? It is the number 54 then. So now can Alonso Lopez or Lucas Tulovic for that matter try and bite back straight away? It's what they've got to do because they know the pace that Algarve possesses. They've got to try and find a way back.
Nahanap ko yung na-aksidente si Kyle Pass. Teka, hanapin ko. Ipo-full screen ko para makita natin.
So Lopez trying his best to try and stretch the seeding group out, but I think what he's going to end up with is a one-on-one battle with his teammate as Norridin comes under more pressure.
Opo, buwis buhay po talaga dyan.
Once again showing what kind of pace he's got. A 1:45.2 for him, 6/10 quicker than the Boscoscuros out front.
Just saw there out again Alonso Lopez going into turn 1 side by side, and it is Algarve then who leads the race. We didn't quite see it. We saw them going side by side into turn 1. Algarve was on the outside. And somehow he's made a move stick, so it's Algarve now, unless my eyes have deceived me, who leads the race. It is the number 54 then. So now can Alonso Lopez or Lucas Tulovic for that matter try and bite back straight away? It's what they've got to do because they know the pace that Algarve possesses. They've got to try and find a way back through before Algarve.
I am back pero BG muna. Okay po, salamat po. Tama po, marami pa namang race si Mckinley Kyle Pass. Hanapin ko yung kung saan po yung na-aksidente si Kyle.
And that's a pace so far that Lopez and Tulovic and Norridin have struggled to match. And the fastest second sector of the race from Algarve. Here's what happened then into turn 1. Does he go all the way around the outside of his teammate? I think he does.
Huh? Hindi kita naintindihan. Opo, tama po, marami pa namang race na darating para kay Kyle. At alam ko po ay marami pa po itong kasunod na race.
So this will be interesting now. How long can Alonso Lopez keep his teammate behind him? Algarve is looking keen to get through, you'd say, as the slipstream will now come into effect as they complete lap 2.
Well, Lopez's line down the main straight on.
Wala na po. Na-aksidente po siya. Nag-semp lang po. Opo, tama po. Yun ang importante. Nahanap ko kung saan Saan siya na-aksidente. Kung saan siya nag-crash 740, 359. Eto, dito yata. Lap 4 of 17. Ayun, Mckinley Kyle Pass crash. Ayun, spinlash na sa Ayan, no.
Both of them out within 4 laps. So a disastrous afternoon for them after a promising morning for Kyle Paz. Here's what happened to him.
Ayan.
Crash. Fortunately, he disappears off.
Ayun.
His left, so he's not on the track, and his bike comes to a rather sorry stop in the gravel trap. But both the R46 Master Calix.
Okay, balik natin ng kaunti.
Strange clash actually. I don't ever recall seeing someone go down quite.
Ayan po. Makikita niyo po yung crash ni Kyle.
And Tulovic and Norridin have struggled to match. And the fastest second sector of the race from Algarve. Here's what happened then into turn 1. Does he go all the way around the outside of his teammate? I think he does.
Ayan, naka-pull,
And then it panned back to the car loose battle. Okay. the little switchback. So Alonso Lopez obviously tried to let the brakes off a little bit to try and get the inside line. Algarve saw what was coming, hit the apex, and got the cutback. So great, clever move there from Algarve, who's already stressing a little bit of a gap, Lewis. This is a little bit of an ominous sign now for Alonso Lopez and Lucas Tulovic behind. What can the slipstream
Opo,
do?
delikado po talaga.
To clock with 13 laps to go.
Ano na status ni Kyle? Na ano na po siya. Wala na po siya sa karera. Nag-crash po si Mckinley Kyle Pass. Ayan o. Nag-flash na po. Ayan, Mckinley Kyle Pass. Ayan, sa taas ko. Ayan, Mckinley Kyle Pass crash. Makikita niyo po yung ano dyan. Yung, ayan o. Ayan po siya. Ayan. Tapos makikita niyo po yung kanyang crash. Ayun o, nag-slide siya o. Umi-slide. Ayan o. Oops. Sayang nga po. Ayan. Sayang pero wag po tayong ano at marami pa pong laban si Mckinley Kyle Pass na magaganap. At yun nga po ano po yan. Meron pa pong susunod na laban yan sa August naman. August. Oo, magkasunod pa sila. Magkasunod pa sila nung kanyang nung kanyang kakampi.
And then after 2, 3, 4 laps, then tried to edge out 10th by 10th, lap by lap. And once he got over a second, it was sort of game over.
Yeah, he basically said to the rivals.
So, tignan natin tong dito sa standing sa result. Ayun, Mckinley Kyle Pass. Ayun, baba sila parehas ni ni Ken Kubo. Ayan, parehas silang nasa baba. Wala si Masato dito. Hindi nasama si Masato. Hindi. Ilang laps yan? 17 laps po. At least hindi, 'di ba? At least nakalakad pa si Kyle at okay ang kanyang kalagayan. Yun naman na importante dyan. Opo, Sabrina Bestanyol. Tama po. Yun naman na importante, hindi siya nag-crash ng grabe. So ayan, dito sa standing sila ni pangalan nito, ni Kenmin Kubo ay parehas na nasa baba. Ayan. Si Kyle yung nando sa pinakababa. Marami pa pong laban yan. Meron pa pong laban yan sa August. August 5 kung di ako nagkakamali. August 5 po next laban nila. Aramis Marquez live lang boss Max, sunod na laban niya. Keep safe din sa lahat. Oo.
Podium position, so he can see it there just in the distance, but he's got Norodin to deal with first. And yeah, the gap between Lucas Tulovic and his teammate Norodin, we'll see over the line. It's going to be a good 1.5 seconds, maybe even more. Yeah, 1.4 seconds or around about the gap is to bridge. So
okay, ang susunod na laban nila Mckinley Kyle Pass ay sa ito pala July, meron pa pala July 25, Motorland Aragon. Yan, Motorland Aragon. So, sa ano pa pala sila uuwi? Katapusan ng July uuwi sila Mckinley Kyle Pass. Motorland Aragon, so dediretso na sila pagkatapos nitong race na ito. Dediretso na sila papunta ng Motorland Aragon. Europe pa rin to, Europe. Papapanood ko pa lang ng first race niya. Ito live second race na second place siya kanina. Opo. Kaya lang ngayon po nag-crash na po si Mckinley Kyle Pass. Ayan po siya sa pinakababa, number 21. Nag-ano po siya, nag-crash po siya eh.
Alonso Lopez doing really well to latch onto the back of Thurman Alligator. It's slightly wide there, but it doesn't matter too much. Turn.
Nag-crash po siya. So, ang next game po natin, ang next race ay sa July 25, 2021, Motorland, Aragon. Yan po ang kaabang-abang na yan na laban na naman ni Mckinley Kyle Pass.
The two promo racing riders are both ahead of him. So that'll put Carlos up into fourth, Reto into fifth. We didn't see whether Norridin had got back up or got back on track in sixth. We'll catch them over the line. Last time around then, half a 10 splitting the two Boscasoros. And actually, you mentioned earlier, the final sector of the lap is where Lopez is making his time. If he pulled back 2 tenths on Aldeguer, the 2 tenths that Aldeguer had opened up in the middle sector.
Yan. Sa mga magtatanong po, yan. Next race po. Motorland, Aragon. Ayan po. Sa July 25.
Sam Wilford's running 7th. He's got Dimaseki Patama right behind him. He'll be keen to bounce back after his crash earlier on. Alex Toledo is running 9th. Alessandro Zetti in 10th. And Lopez through.
He changed the lead. I'm not sure what happened. It was down the straight. I don't know what happened, but maybe Aldeguer made a little bit of a mistake coming out of turn 4. Alonso Lopez then overtook him into, well, just before turn 4.
Nangunguna na yung yung si Alonso Lopez. Naungusan niya yung kanyang kakampi na si Aldeguer. So eto, maglaban na ng magkakampi to eh. Itong ganito, pag ito si Alonso Lopez ay hindi to nagkaroon ng kahit anumang mali, panalo na yan. Tama, wala na si Kyle, nag-crash na siya. Ito na po yung race 2, pero si Kyle po ay na-eliminate na, siya po ay nag-crash. Yan, nag-crash po siya. So wala na pambato natin pati yung kanyang kakampi na si Kenmin Kubo. Ayan na na rin po.
Try and make sure that he's ahead before they even jump on the brakes for turn 1. Here we go. Lopez does stay ahead for the moment. Cruz wasn't even able to break on the inside. He was able to take the racing line for turn 1 and comfortably keep the lead. They dropped into 146s that time round, which has allowed to close in on them slightly. He's still 1.4 seconds off the lead.
Ito, naka-green screen po ako, kaya po ganyan ang kulay nila. Pero yan po ay mga kulay po niyan ay green. Kaya ganyan nga kasi nga naka-green screen tayo para hindi tayo maka-copyright eh. 9 laps to go. Naka. Tama. Pang ilan siya sa race 1? 7 po. Lions Andre Casilihan. Jokes P official, shout out. Nepdrox USA, hello po. Ben Flor Biong, hindi siya nag-crash. Oy, P7 nga eh. Ben Flor Biong, ang sinasabi ko, nag-crash siya sa race 2. Sa race 2 siya nag-crash, sa race 1, P7. In-upload ko pa nga yan eh. Dito, nag-crash siya. Get mo na? Ben Flor Biong. Doon sa race 1, pang 7 siya. 7 siya sa pinakamabilis. Pero dito sa race 2, nag-crash po siya. Pang number 21 po siya ngayon. Ayan, pinakababa. Wala na po siya sa racetrack. Siya po ay na-eliminate kasi nga po nag-crash siya. Kasama yung kanyang kakampi na si Kenmin Kubo. Yun. Wag po kayong mag-alala. Meron pa pong susunod na laban si Mckinley Kyle pa sa Motorland Aragon, July 25. So, linggo po ulit yan.
Fantastic battle here in the final race of the day in PORTIMÃO. Yeah, Aldeguer, I'm thinking as a 16-year-old riding Moto 2 for the first season, he just wants to go out and win. He knows he can do it. So I'll be surprised, although it wouldn't, I say surprised, it actually also wouldn't surprise me at the same time because he's such a mature rider for his young age that if he can't quite match Lopez for whatever reason, that he'll settle for
Friends Moto Vlog, oo nga, sayang talaga. Ano talaga, ganun talaga. Babawi yan, babawi. Babawi yan. Kita nyo naman kung hindi siya nag-crash, tsaka mataas ang kanyang mararating na ano dyan. Siguro baka inaayos yung motor niya. Tignan natin kung babalik pa si Mckinley Kyle Pass. Yeah, malay natin baka makabalik pa. Kasi pwede pa naman po yun eh. Pwede pa naman siyang bumalik dyan kung maayos yung kanyang motor. Natin, yan. So, yan po yung live tracker natin. Yan, nakalagay na sa missing si Mckinley Kyle Pass in Sector 3. Ayan. Last seen, 14:37:35. Ayan, Sector 3 missing. Ang bida sa una, talo. Sa huli, panalo, di ba? Oo. Naalala nyo ba yung ARRC, si Mckinley Kyle Pass? Hindi niya akalain, bigla siya champion ng Asia Road Racing Championship, Underbone 150. Ayun. Rider, number 32, turn 11, rider, okay. Si Kevin Kubo, nag-rejoin na ulit sa karera. Pwede pa naman po yun. Si Mckinley Kyle Pass po, baka bumalik din. Ayan, rider rejoin. Ayan, si Kevin Kubo, kung makikita nyo, number 9, nandyan siya sa mahabang stretch na yan, sa harapan ng podium. Ayan, papunta na turn 1, turn 2, yan po yung kakampi niya, nakabalik na. Si Mckinley Kyle Pass po, kung siya po ay okay, at maayos po yung motor niya, walang gaanong sira, at kaya pa pong lumaban, makakabalik pa po yan, kasi meron pa namang 2 laps to go. Tignan po natin kung makahabol pa si Mckinley Kyle Pass. Mac Pablo. Yan. Shoutout Trends Moto Vlog. Anjo de la Torres. Yan. Maria Watson. Hello po, Nanay Maria Watson. Ay, opo. Shoutout Mac. I'm happy for your new vlog. Exciting ang motorbike racing. Ay, dito po talaga ako nagsimula. Sa moto vlog, dito po talaga ako nagsimula. Sana umakyat na rin ang category si Sato para sila ni Kyle dito sa Moto 2. Depende kasi yun kung may kukuha kay Sato. Kasi si Sato, kung inyo pong maalala, nasa Underbone 150 pa rin po siya. Yeah, nasa pa rin po siya, Underbone 150. So, ang mga panlaban natin ng Underbone 150, si Sato, si Kerwin Chang, at si J.E. Ingito. Ang mga panglaban natin sa sa 1000cc ay yung magkapatid na TJ at Troy Alberto. So, katulad niyan, si Dashi Watanabe ay lumalaro ulit. Makikita natin kung kung magpapatuloy ang karera ng mga ating mga rider. Sana talaga makaakyat sila sa mas mataas na category katulad ni Sato. Nagdadrive na rin naman yan, mga big bike. Yan. Hello po, Nanay Pat. Mama, shoutout po. Dahil kay Idol Kai, bumili din ako ng Sniper 150 nung nag-champ siya sa ARRC. Wow! Diba? Idol na idol. Yan. Salamat. Trends Moto Vlog Kaya pa naman yung idol. Mukhang hindi na kasi check natin. Okay, hindi na nakabalik si Mckinley Kyle Pass. May nag-crash na naman, number 7. Sino yung number 7? Si Adam Modnorodin. Nako. Nag-crash si Norodin. No, isang isang Asian din yun, Malaysian si Adam Norodin.
Gets it stopped as he down into turn 1 just about, but Aldeguer then fights
final lap.
Alonso Lopez going to fight back into 3. Yes, he is. Parks it on the apex.
He has to. That's all he's got to do. He's got to overtake back straight away. He cannot let Alder get out front and get into his rhythm. Even if we are late in this race and the tyres will be worn out, if Aldeguer gets some clear race track, you get the feeling he'll be off and away with it at the front. Lopez again, hard on the brakes, runs slightly wide, but he'll get it. He'll crank it back.
Start Zero, shout out. Yan, Birch Viper. Ay, oo, ini-imagine ko ng Masato moves. Nakapanood ko yan, yung Masato moves na yan. Kaya nga, nag-ambato pa naman natin yan sa ano, sa Asian. Si Norodin. Oo, number 1 yung ano, number 1 pa rin yung ano, si Aldaber. Ano ba yan? Aldeguer. Fermin Aldeguer. Meron din Japan. Meron din sa Japan yan, Tsukuba Circuit. Okay po. Fermin Aldeguer ang champion. Anak ng teteng, hindi nga natalo to. Laging champion tong Aldeguer na to, lupit. Kalain mo yun, nag-number 3 pa yung Lopez. Ay, naku, naunahan pa nung Cardelus, oh. Ay, opo, proud na proud ang buong Taytay Rizal kay Kylo. Kasi biruin nyo, una-unahang Pilipino nakasampa sa Moto 2. Tapos, siya din ang kauna-unang biruin mo, naka-pole 7 sa Moto 2. Ano pa lang yun, bagong sampa pa lang sa Moto 2, naka-pole 7 na. Kuya Cesar Laurente, shoutout po. Birch Viper, sayang si Norodino. Shoutout sa Birch Viper. Hello po, Ate Ana Lisa Polpal. Sayang talaga, sayang din. Eto. Ay, sana i-replay yung kung saan nagkamali yung si Lopez. Hindi na nakabalik si Kyle Pass doon sa sa huli. Napakabata po niya na yung Fermin Aldeguer na yan. 16 years old. Rodski, shoutout po dito Malabon, Gary and Rodel. Oy, baka mga kamag-anak ko dyan, shoutout. Mga Pablo. Let's pray for car safety for sure, babawi yon. Maraming salamat, Pops, Mac, Pablo. Kita-kits ulit sa 25. Kita-kits na lang tayo sa July 25. At yan, abangan nyo na lang po yung ilang mga update natin. May mga upload po ako. Yung full race po nito, i-upload ko. Race 1, race 2, i-upload ko po yan. Actually, yung pakikipagbakbakan ni Mckinley Kyle Pass doon sa race 1, na-upload ko na. Yan. Maraming salamat po sa mga sumuporta po ngayon dito sa aking live na ito. Thank you po. Kita-kits na lang po tayo mamaya sa aking live. Yan. Meron po tayong live mamayang 11 o'clock. Magpapahinga lang po ako mamaya. Ayan. Na-imagine ko na si Idol sa mga susunod na mga laro niya. Naka-har. Nakay Jose kami nila Ruina kanina, nanalo ko. Okay po. Place po ni Kyle? Hindi po nakapwesto si Kyle dito. Siya po ay nag-crash sa sector 2. Tignan natin ulit. Tignan natin yung kanyang crash. Okay, nag-crash si Mckinley Kyle pa sa sector 3, turn 11. Yung rider, okay po. Yan, si Mckinley Kyle Pass po ay okay. Nandyan naman po yung Ito po ang result. Yan, si Mckinley Kyle Pass po ay did not finish ang kanyang magiging Ayan. Salamat again ng marami. Thank you din po, Birch Viper, Nanay Pat. Yan, Ate Marilet, hello po. Cora Besa, Philippines, Walk with RR, hello po. Nanay Benilda Galos ko, hello po. Pangilan na position ni Kyle bago mag-crash? Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, number 16 siya kanina o number 13. Number 13 siya bago mag-crash.
Championship. Lead will be third.
Yan, number 13 siya.
Aragon.
Ay, oo, sana. Boss Macmac, anong time yung topic nyo kay Kulaong? Kahapon, maaga ako nakatulog, kakaintay sa inyo, Kuya Mac. Mamaya po, 11.
Great sports.
So, eto po, 3 laps lang po ang natapos ni Mckinley Kyle Pass. Hindi po siya hindi po siya nakatapos ng buong karera. Yan. Okay naman po si Mckinley Kyle Pass, yun pang nakalagay dito. Crash Rider number 32, turn 11, rider okay. Naman po ang importante, okay yung ating rider na si Mckinley Kyle Pass. So yun, kita-kits po tayo mamaya alas 11 ha. Mama Chup Chup, love you. Bye-bye po. Opo. Salamat po sa pagsama niyo po sa akin. Yan, thank you. Yan, Nepdrox, bye-bye. Mamaya po ulit, 11. Meron po tayong pag-uusapan syempre, change topic. Si pag-uusapan natin si Manny Pacquiao. At yun, change topic tayo. Si Kulaong. Pag-usapan natin si Kulaong mamaya. George Meneses, shoutout po. So yun, ako po ay magpapaalam na. Mama Chup Chup, love you. God bless us all. Bye-bye po. Mamaya na lang po. Salamat po sa mga sumama sa akin ngayon dito sa ating Moto live na ito. Riba Ahmad, Tukelongge Orok 5 Tomong Ale Edong. Ano yan? Banlahe. Maricel Suba, hello po Ate Annalisa, babay po. Ate Amboy Wali, Pinaasa, Kulpal, Bridge Meneses, Amboy Wali, Lekdi. Nanay Lekdi, shoutout po. Renet Choson. Babay po, mamaya po ulit. Balik po ako alas 11.